look. Busted once again.
And we're live.
I know, right? Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, who could ever take me seriously to do anything when I am such a nutcase? Oh my gosh. So, hi. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Bella Crafts Live.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah. Ann and I are here to share with you another awesome project that, with sublimation. I'm
And
continuing.
Artesprix.
Yes, Artesprix is our sponsor. So I am excited about that because they're just oh so cool. But yeah, so this was my second step in the whole sublimation realm, right? So it was a little exciting, a little, I couldn't
It's so
stop.
much fun.
It is. I couldn't stop playing enough to get my actual project done, but I did get it done. It was late last night, but I did get it done. So I'm going to show you. This is what I'm sharing with you guys today.
Isn't
Look
that
how
cool?
sweet that is. Isn't that cute?
I love that. Show the back so they can see that it's
So
actually.
this is the metal panel, the decorative metal panel from Artesprix. Isn't that cool? I just, oh my gosh.
That
I
is.
kept going back and forth between this one and the photo frame. So I decided on this. I thought, okay, this is like, all one thing. I don't have to worry about edges and everything. So, hi, Becca.
Hi,
Becca.
Becky.
Yeah, we were a little. I was a little insane earlier when we got started. So, anyways, okay. So let me start this again. Those of you that are joining us for the very first time, my name is Lisa Rojas, and this is my business partner, Ann Butler, and we own Bella Crafts Publishing. So if you don't know what Bella Crafts Publishing is, where have you been?
Right.
Is all I got to say. Because we've been doing it, what, 10, 12, 11 years?
In the fall will be 13.
13. Oh my. See, I lost a few years in there.
Wait.
2012 is when we started, right?
Yep.
Okay, so 11.
11. Yep. Why do I think
Yeah.
13? I don't know.
I'm
still, foggy.
Yeah. Yep. So we put out a free digital craft magazine that we do every 3 months. It comes out 4 times a year. It's super cool. It's got all kinds of, really beautiful craft projects in there with photography and instructions and links to videos for you to see more. So if you haven't signed up, you just head on over to our website. Ann's going to put the links in for me.
Yep.
Today, and then just sign up and it'll come right into your inbox. And there you go. And it's that easy.
Yeah.
It's so yay.
It's free. So why wouldn't you?
Free. Hi, Ashley. I hope that's you, Ashley. If it's not, hello, Artesprix. They are here with us today.
Yes. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Mary Beth.
Oh, I miss Mary Beth. Oh, hi, Mary Beth. Okay. I need to see if I can find us here on mine.
Okay, while she's finding us, I'll remind everybody that we
go.
do have our group, Do You Love to Craft, where you can share your projects, and we love to see what everybody else is doing. Rebecca made a really cute card using the ribbon weaving technique that I taught, and I thought it was so adorable.
Yeah.
I love to see, or we both love to see, when you guys share stuff.
Oh, I know. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. Plus, too, it's a great place to, get more ideas.
It is.
Right? So there you go.
and one more place to share your work. Hi, Jean.
Yes. Hi, Jean. So yeah, so today, like I said, we're working with Artesprix, continuing my ongoing journey into sublimation. Actually, you would be very proud of me. I didn't finish my project until late last night, but it still came out really, really cute.
I
So
did.
I'm excited. I am really excited to show you guys. So I think, did we cover everything?
We covered enough.
We
We
covered
were
enough.
late. So
Yeah, we were. So yeah, we were gapping before, and
I will put in links while she is doing her project. Hi, Jeannie.
hi, Gina.
And make sure you like, comment, and share with the hashtag Bella Crafts to enter for this week's giveaway. We will announce last week's giveaway later. We always
Yes.
wait a week because that way those that are watching on replay, which most of our viewers are, you
Yep.
still have a chance to win. And those of you on YouTube, Lisa will put you in manually. So
Mhm.
you still have a chance to win.
Yeah. So we love that, right?
Yeah, we
All
love
right.
our sponsors.
Yeah. Oh, gotta love our sponsors. They do amazing things. So, all right. So let me switch my cameras and turn my machine on, and I think we're good to go.
Yep.
Yay. All right. All
Hi,
right, you guys. So
Valerie.
let me do this. Oh,
What is sublimation? Maybe Ashley can put a good explanation in here for you, but sublimation is you can take ink. You have to have sublimation ink, but you can you do it on a piece of paper. With Artesprix, you do it on just a plain piece of copy paper, and she has ink pads and paint and markers. And you do your design on there, and then you transfer it onto something else. You can do it on a t-shirt. This is something that I did last time we did Artesprix. So this is a coaster.
I
So
love that.
this is a coaster and this is a coaster. So if you're using an alphabet, you need to have special stamps that are in reverse. So they would go on your paper in reverse so that when you transfer it, it comes out right. This, I used my stencils. So stencils, you can use either side. So that made it easy. But, oops. So that's what sublimation is. You have to have special blanks for sublimating. Because when you sublimate on t-shirts, you can't use 100% cotton. It has to have a high percentage of polyester. So Ashley said sublimation is a personal technique that takes design from paper and permanently transfers it to a blank.
Yeah.
And look at how cool that is. I mean, they are just, you can do endless designs, especially like if you're a card maker, you have all your rubber stamps, because these are my stamps too. So I created that quilt background. So it's
Love
just
it.
a fun process, and Lisa is going to show us.
Yeah.
I will step out.
All right. Okay, you guys. So, like I said, this is my second trip into sublimation. And for this one, I used the decorative metal panel. Okay, I'm going to show you what it looks like blank. And then, of course, I stamped on it. I added some color. And this is what Anne was talking about as far as reverse. I'm going to show you that here in a minute also. So it's just super, super fun. And I cannot believe how the colors pop once you heat them. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing to me. It's just amazing. Now I added these little flowers up at the top. And that was me because last night I accidentally did a little chip in my panel there, so I needed to cover it up. So, there you go. If you make a mistake, put an embellishment on it, right, you guys? I mean, I've been saying
It's
that.
just a creative opportunity. It's not a
There
mistake.
you go. Thank you, Anne. So yeah, lots of fun. And then, well, I'm going to show you something else too that's going to freak you guys out that have been around for a while. But yeah, this is what we're making today. Okay, so let me set this over here to the side, and I'm going to show you the products that I used to create this fun project. Okay, so as Anne was saying, Artesprix has these awesome ink pads in all different colors that you can imagine. So I used the black to stamp my image in, and then I used the blue one to add my wording. And then also what I did two different techniques on this, okay? I wanted to experiment a little bit. So what I used to color was the sublimation markers. Okay, so this is what they look like, guys. Okay, this is what they look like. And they come in a chisel point and then also a fine tip point. So either way you can color. Now, what I did with my project, the finished one, I watercolored it on. And I'll explain that in just a minute. But these are the markers that I used. And then also, I used the stamps. Every time I move my camera up, it takes a while to settle down. But I wanted to make sure that you guys could see everything. So, hang on a minute. Let me turn on my machine. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to let that heat up for a second. But you'll see these stamps are in reverse. Okay, so they look okay here, if you can see them.
Yep.
Well, are they backwards to you guys?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, the hello's upside down, but
Oh yeah, it is. Okay. So there we go. But actually, you're going to stamp them like this. Okay, so just a little, little bit of info there. And then you're also going to need this really cool tape. This is going to annoy me with this camera. This is the tape that you need to use with your project. And then also what you need is this protective paper that Ashley carries. This is all stuff that you can get from her, okay, you guys, so you'll know. So you're going to need this and the tape. And then, of course, you're going to need a blank, whatever you're going to stamp on, or, however you want to do it. This is what the blank looks like. It's metal, but then it's got this white coating on the front. And then this also comes with this really cool stand. It's a metal stand that you can see on the back of mine here, where you put it on and then you just pull up that bottom and then you'll have your easel. Okay, so that's pretty cool. All right. So to get started, what you need to do to get started is the very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take the blank that you're working with. And since I'm working with the panel, I'm just going to talk about that one. And I apologize for my nails, you guys. I didn't get them on, so yuck. We're going to ignore that.
Once you've noticed.
Oh, I did. Oh my gosh. All right. So what you're going to do, first of all, is you're going to take your blank and you're going to take a piece of plain old copy paper that you put in your printers, and you're going to lay it down and trace out your template or your product here. Okay, so you're going to take a pencil and you're going to trace that around. So this way, you know exactly where your inking, your stamping, or whatever else you're doing is going. So, you know, you really need to know that. Otherwise, it's going to be everywhere. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do then, and I did this in steps. Okay, so the next thing that you're going to do after that is you're going to take the black stamp pad. I dropped my mask there. You're going to take the black stamp pad and stamp your image, just like I've done here. All right. And then when I first did this, I couldn't decide if I wanted color in the background, if I didn't want color, you know, I was going back and forth. So I decided, believe it or not, I wanted to add some color around. So what I decided to do, because I didn't want to use blender brushes and add the ink on that way, I wanted it to be a little bit more subtle. So what I did, do you guys remember these? Oh boy. Yeah, talk about a blast from the past, right? I actually have an updated version one that is battery operated and it goes on its own, but I couldn't, the markers weren't long enough. So this one works perfect. Those of you that don't know what this is an actual airbrush, and it is absolutely fabulous to add whatever color to your projects easily. Okay, so for this, what you're going to do, okay, so I stamp my image. I don't want him to get messed up, right? So again, I took some masking magic from Gina K, and I made a mask for my guy here. Now I got to try to peel him off. So then that way I can lay this right on top of my image and it's not going to get messy. Now, I could have done it ahead of time. I could have sprayed ahead of time. But had I done that, I was worried that the yellow might come through my coloring. So I did not want to do that. So this is why I did it this way. So I'm just going to put my mask on here real quick. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your marker and you're going to slide it in this little piece here, push it all the way down to the tip. I'm anxious to see if you guys remember this, remember using this way back when.
They even had one with a foot pump.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So what you want to do, of course, before you're going to, try it on your actual project, you want to make sure that it's going to work. Okay, so it's working on my blank here. All right, so let me set that to the side. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add some color to my background. And the more that you put the marker down on this, the more color you're going to get. So
makes it quick and easy.
It is very quick and easy. And I haven't used this in quite a while. And I thought, you know what? Let's pull it out. I've been feeling nostalgic lately, with because I asked you guys last week about what did I ask last week? Oh, shrink plastic. So this made me think, oh, I'm going to do this. All right. So you're going to add your color that way. And then we're going to put that back. And then you're going to lift this back up. And then you are now ready to color your image. Now, what I did, because I already have mine colored, but I'm going to show you something really quick. Okay. What I did for my sample, which is this one, I used some water. I watercolored with the markers. Okay. And I'm going to show you how I did it in just a minute. But I want to explain to you the difference, because you will see a big difference between these two pieces. This one is the one that I did watercolor, so it's going to be a little bit softer, not quite as vibrant. And then this one I colored straight on with the markers. So I took my markers and colored just like that. And so this one is going to be darker. I already know it. But for those of you that want to know about the watercolor, I'm going to show you really quick how I did that because it's really, really simple to do. You can, if you want to get fancy, you can use, a regular palette that watercolors make, that companies make for watercolors and paints and all of that. Me, I've got a stamping block. It works great. I love it. That nothing more needs to be said, right? All right. So what I did was I took my marker and then I just rubbed it onto my block here. Okay, just like that. And then let me grab a little bit of water. Okay, so then I took my watercolor, my paintbrush here. Make sure I don't make a mess. And I dipped it in the water. You don't want a whole lot because this is copy paper. You don't want to saturate your paper with water. So you've got to be really, really careful. So what you do is you just come over here to the block and you pick your color up and then you go back in and then you can add your color this way. Okay, just like that. Now you'll notice in my finished project, sorry, my mouth's not working today. I did do a little bit of shading and stuff on it. So you can do that with this. But this is what you're going to do. And then that's how I added my colors. And then I just finished it out. But you can see already the difference. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, so you can already see the difference from just coloring straight on and then doing it with watercolors. I wanted to do it both ways, and I wanted to show you guys both ways so you could, see for yourself which you like better. I love very bright, vibrant colors. That's just, well, you can tell by what I wear, and I love color.
Your shirt today explains it all.
I know, right? That's what Rich said. Rich is like, you're going to scare everybody with that shirt.
No. It's nice and bright, just like you, bright and cheery.
No, right? All right. So after I did all of my coloring on my paper.
So these look really faint, but when you press it, it gets much darker. So
yeah.
Don't worry, you're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, that was the other thing I wanted to share. The colors, when you start coloring, it's going to be they're muted, but you're not doing, like Ann said, you're not doing anything wrong. It's just that when you heat set this ink, then you'll see it pop. Okay, so we put our background on, colored our image in, right? Okay, and then I stamped my hello friend. Now you have to remember that everything that you put on this paper is going to be backwards. So, meaning that my image, okay, where's my stamp? There it is. Oh, I don't even know if you guys are going to be able to tell on this because I was really stamping away. Oh, and by the way, it will stain your stamps, but no worries at all because it does not transfer onto other stuff. So, you just clean it. Ashley's got a really cool cleaner out that I used to clean up my stamps, or my stamp for this one. And, just easy, easy, easy. Okay, but you see, when I'm stamping this, it's going down like this, right? But then it's going to be the complete opposite once you heat set it. So now I think we are ready to heat set. Okay, so image colored. I got my wording stamped. So now what I'm ready to do, now I am ready to do the heat press with it. All right, so first of all, you need a protective pad for your area. That's very important. Okay, and then what we're going to do now is we're going to take the metal panel here, and you're going to lay it face down on top of your coloring. Okay, so it's going to go just like this. So that backing is going to be to your face. And then we're going to add a couple pieces of this tape. There we go. And this will help it from sliding around. No, my machine's talking to me. It's going to shut off. Okay, be nice. All right. Okay, so we're going to add that. Okay. If you feel like you need more, then you can go ahead and need more. But I found that the 2 pieces worked just fine for me. So we don't have to worry about it. All right. So let me do this again because it shut off on me. Okay. And then we want the temperature. Oh, stop it. All right, hold on just a second, guys. I'm playing with my machine.
So Dorothy asked, Lisa, I missed your shirt. What color is it? Dorothy, it is every color. Okay.
Yeah, Dorothy. Color. Yep, it's every color. You'll see when I put my camera back. All right, so it's ready to roll. Okay, so now what we're going to do, you need 2 pieces of your protective paper. Okay, one for your bottom. Do it this way so it doesn't roll up on me as much. And I don't even think that you need this much because you basically just need enough to just cover your thing. But, you know, I'd like to be safer than sorry. Okay.
You don't want the color squirting out on your mat.
Huh?
You don't want the color squirting out on your mat.
No, I do not. No, I do not. All right. So then you're going to lay this piece down, right? There we go. And then you're going to lay the top piece on the top. So now you're ready for the heat press. Now for this one, it's 400 degrees with the heat press for 90 seconds. So I've already got mine on. It's already heated up. It's told me that it's ready to go. So now I'm going to set it down on top of my image here, or my panel. Lay it down, and then I'm going to start my timer. And then you wait until it's done. Okay, now, when you, first of all, these get hot, and you're working on a metal panel, that is going to be very, very hot. So you want to be careful when you're doing this. A lot of people, I noticed, because I watched a lot of videos on this when I first played with it. I lost my train of thought. Oh, okay. A lot of people had gloves and stuff on, and I'm just not that girl. So I thought, all right, I'm just going to wait until it cools off, and then I'll just deal with it. So we're going to let this go, and you can see now that my machine is counting down. So we're going to let it go until it's all done. And then we're going to wait for just a little bit because I don't want to burn myself. And I found that if I take my blank off of my protective mat after it's done, it cools quicker. Yeah. So for me, I mean, that was, I was being impatient, and I didn't want to, wait forever to see how it turned out. All right, there we go. So now I'm just going to lift this up, whoop, and lay it back on its base over here. And for those of you that don't know or haven't seen one of these, this is the base that it sits on. So everything is, nice and cool for you. You're not going to burn your hands off. All right, I'm going to shut that off. All right, so right now I'm going to take all of this and move it out of the way. Everything's going out of the way. All right, so as I said, this is going to be very, very hot. Yep. See, my mother would have just yelled at me right now for doing that. I was always the kid that, your mom told you don't touch the stove, and I always touched the stove. Idiot that I am. So, so I'm just waiting, letting it cool off just a bit. Because, like I said, I don't want to burn myself. But then what we're going to do is we're going to take off the tape. I'm going to move that first.
This is the best part, guys. The reveal.
I know, right? This is like foiling when you're done, like when you peel the foil off and you get to see the beautiful design.
It is always the reveal.
Yep. And I really, really hope that this worked out good, because I'm going to be upset if it didn't. All right. So now I'm going to try to flip it over here without frying my fingers. There we go. All right. And there.
So cute.
Wow.
That is nice and bright. Look at those colors.
Wow. That pops. I love it. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. All right. So you're going to notice when, because I masked this, and this is a lesson that I learned from watching her videos and the stuff that she was doing. You're going to realize when you start playing with sublimation that anything you leave white is going to be white, right? So if you want color in a certain area, then you got to make sure that you cover the whole area. Now with this, because I masked it, there's a little bit of white that's going around this image. Let me see if that's not too bad now. Okay. So you can see it's so much more vibrant in my studio, you guys. It's amazing.
That's so pretty.
But I wanted that white around my image because I wanted the image to pop.
And it isn't even that noticeable.
Yeah, but it's a subtle thing.
Right.
Right? So this is the one that I did with just the straight markers, just coloring right on and, going from there. And then you'll notice the difference. Take this down here a bit. Here, lift this up. There. Oh, my light's in the way. Get out of the way. You see the difference? So it just is going to depend on how you want to do it. Okay. I love both ways. I'm really loving this because I love I love the really bright colors in this. But yeah. And so the last thing that I did then, try not to chip yours. That is not product error. That is person error on my part. So what you're going to do then is you're going to take this. This is your easel that I showed you earlier. You're going to peel this part off and get that tape off. There we go. All right. And then you're going to put it down. And when you put it on, you're going to leave it just a little bit over the actual frame or the panel itself. Okay. You want to go a little bit off. So you're going to put that on there like that. And then you just carefully push this up. There is already a score in there. So that works out perfect. There we go. And there you have it.
So cute.
I know, right? And so easy to do. I just can't, you know, I can't get enough of this stuff.
I told you. It
I
is
know, I know. Anne kept telling me, we've got to try this. You've got to try this. So I'm like, oh, all right, I'll give it a shot. Okay, so there you go. And then again, this is the finished one. And all I did was just added some flowers and some brads on there. And then I added some foam tape to stick on top. And that was just to cover my little boo-boo. But kind of, you know, it adds a little bit extra
still
on
looks
there.
good.
Yeah. All right. So now let me switch cameras. Y'all talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, so Beatrice had said that she wanted to do some drawings of her grandkids, and that was actually my plan. I had 14 of my 16 grandkids here last week, and it was my plan to have a couple of them, but how do you choose? So I'm gonna have to do it another time when I have just a few over here and have them draw something. But
Yeah.
Artesprix does carry these very cool bags. So these are a drawstring bag.
Yeah,
so you would
fun.
just measure the size of this so that their drawing fit right in there. And then there's these super cool, like, zipper bags
Canvas. Yeah.
that, you know, they could put their coloring pencils in, whatever. And Artesprix does have a stamp set that has the alphabet that goes backwards, so that they could even put on there what they're doing. Or because they're using copy paper, they could write out what they had in there and put it on a light box and trace it backwards.
Right.
There's lots of options, but Artesprix
yeah.
has a whole bunch of blanks. And remember, you can't do it on 100% cotton. There are tricks, you know, but
I think you have to be a little bit
that
more
is right.
familiar.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to be
You
a
have to
little
put
bit
a
more.
powder on it or spray. I mean,
Yeah.
these are already ready for sublimation, so they're perfect.
Yes. And they are. And I'm going to make one of those canvas bags so I can have something to put all my markers in, because I have all of those cool markers and I want to make sure that they stay safe.
Yes,
So,
yes.
and you know,
Okay, Dorothy likes your shirt.
oh, there you go,
I told
Dorothy.
you she was colorful.
And I wore a new set of glasses for you guys. I don't know if you
Okay,
can
here,
tell.
we'll have to make you big.
All right, there you go. I have my dragonflies on today. So,
To add to her color.
to add to my color.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, Sandy.
So, hi, Sandy. Yeah, you know, I got to figure out what to do with my tablet here, because I cannot see the comments because the other stuff is in the way. So I've got to figure, you know what I'm saying? Like, my name is in the way, and then also the CC captions. So I can't, I mean, if it's a short one, I can see it if it's short. But if it's a long one, yeah, because the CC is going right on top of it. So
maybe turn your, is it your iPad going this way?
yeah. Yep. So I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I'll play with it and see.
I'm not sure.
But yeah, I know. I may not, you know. But anyways, I wanted to make sure that I could see comments so, you know, I can actually talk to y'all, but
that's okay. I'm catching them.
Yeah,
and
well,
she'll go through and reply to anything that was said. So,
yep. Yes, I will. All right.
yeah.
So
if you haven't tried Artesprix, you're going to want to.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it is kind of.
And they're giving away. Let me tell you what they're giving away. I should have written it down, but I didn't. So I'm going to look right now. But they are giving away, okay, a sublimation pad, a black one, okay, one set of the basic chisel markers, okay, so we're talking about these, and a roll of the tape. Okay. It doesn't come with the, this little thing. You got to use your own. Just saying, because I don't want you to expect anything. Okay. And a roll of the paper, the protective paper, which is this. And then she's also going to put some blanks in there for you to play with. So yeah, that is the prize for next week, for our giveaway next week.
And you just use regular copy paper. It's so inexpensive.
Yes.
So like if you make a mistake, not a big deal.
Exactly. And you know what? When I first, and I know I've told this story before, but when I first started, in stamping, I wanted to do something other than cards. I wanted to go out and experiment on other things, but I was always a little leery, like wood, like fabric, and and so with this one, Anne was explaining it to me at first. I was like, I don't know that. And she's like, just trust me. It's copy paper. You can throw it away if you mess it up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's exactly how I used to do when I would be a little bit worried about stamping on wood. I would stamp on paper first and then decoupage until I got used to it, and then, stamp directly on the wood. Yep. So, but you guys, copy paper.
It's cheap.
Yeah. Cheap.
Pennies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Valerie asked, can you use the protective paper over again? No. The chance of the ink residue being on there, I mean, if you can tell you didn't have any ink residue, like on the top one, the bottom one, I wouldn't think so at all. But the top one, if you didn't get any ink residue on there, that's the bottom.
Okay. Yeah. You see that? So
and it would transfer on your next design. Yeah.
And you don't want that. So that's why I said, you don't need to use a big old piece like this. I just, I wanted to make sure that I was covered. So, but yeah.
And so Ashley says you can, if there's no ink on it. Yeah. See, you just have to make sure, but I bet the top sheet did from the spray ink. So, I mean, because the colors are muted, you have to really look at it closely to make sure. Yeah. And then Rose had a question. Let me find it. She asked, I can't find her question, but she asked, how was the lettering done? Artesprix has stamps that are reverse of normal rubber stamps, because when you put it down, you want it in reverse. So that when you apply it to your blank, it comes out correct. So you need special stamps, or like I did. And I used like a stencil, because a stencil you can use either side. So that B was just done on the opposite side of on the back side.
Right.
So
yeah. So you'll see when I did my design originally, you can see that the hello and the friend are backwards.
Yep.
So, and that was the stamps that I had used that Artesprix carries. They have a whole set of word stamps, alphabet. But other than wording, you can use any stamp that you have in your collection, which to me, I mean, that's just like, wow.
Endless possibility. I mean, they're going to be in reverse of what they would be if you did them for a card. But yeah.
And you do got to keep that in mind, because actually I had wanted my words differently in a different position, and I had forgot about that they were going to be transferred over. So, I mean, it still came out pretty and, everything, but it just, I needed to remember that,
the only stamps that won't come out opposite of what they are, like I have a whole bunch of geometric stamps, and of course they're going to look the same either way.
Right.
So like if you have something that's a definite all over pattern, that's going to look the same either way. But yeah, the There's so many possibilities.
There is. It's amazing. It's just really amazing.
Mhm.
Ashley, thank you once again for sponsoring with us. You know,
And
I
being
am
here to
hooked.
answer questions.
I am hooked
She
for life
does.
now on this. I just absolutely love it. The fact that I can use my stamps in a whole other way just makes my heart happy.
It does.
You know? So, but you guys have to remember too, though, you do need a heat press for this or
Yep.
an iron.
And
I would recommend,
Artesprix has that nice mat.
yes, you got to have that
Black, and
protective
it's not
mat.
going to show if color goes on it. So
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, those are the tools that you need. And I would suggest if you are going to do this, you know, like more than once, that you go ahead and you buy the machine, you know, I mean,
you don't want to, like, I know they have mini ones and stuff, which is fine if all you're ever going to do is keychains.
yes.
But trust me, if you
Yeah.
can afford a bigger one,
Yeah.
they're on sale a lot.
Yeah.
But you need that heat to cover your entire surface.
Yeah.
You could move it, but to get it right, it's better to just have it cover your
Yeah. And
entire
you
surface.
know,
I don't
I
know
think
that an iron would work. I don't know if an iron gets hot enough, Rebecca.
an iron will work from what I read.
Okay.
Ashley, am I wrong?
I don't think it can have the holes.
Right. You can't have
Because
the
it won't
holes
be a
in it.
constant.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
So the design needs to be smaller than your heat source. I do have one of those little ones that I bought because I was going to try it out. And then I started talking to Ashley when we were, you know, settling on the live and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, no, I'm going to spring for the, you know, for the
Right.
big one. And I'm glad I did because I don't want to be moving that heat source around.
And you don't have to worry then. And Rebecca,
Exactly.
your iron does have holes, so that won't work
Yeah.
because you're not getting the heat where those holes are on that design. So
Yep. Yep. And you know, that's what's important. But you know, like Anne said, they're on sale all the time. I think I paid $70 for mine. You know, I don't, and I think, you know, for as much as I want to be doing with this, I don't, you know, that's an investment that I was willing to make
yeah,
because I'm hooked.
it
And
is
so,
amazing.
which
And
is
it's
the reason
amazing
why,
that, I mean, because you can do sublimation with printers and have the ink, but that's a much bigger investment. Artistry has markers, they have ink pads, but they also have paint.
yes, that's what I want to try next.
I don't have any paint. I'd show it to you, but they do have paint. So with the paint, because Lisa was trying to blend her marker colors, and I could
Mhm.
see it in the beard of the gnome, but she couldn't see it when she was doing it because they're so muted. But at least with the
Right.
paint, you could see that blending. So
Yeah.
that would be really cool too.
Yeah.
So many
Yeah.
possibilities here.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys, I'm telling
Yep.
you'll be hooked.
Yep.
You will be hooked. So,
Do
okay.
you have a winner pick for last week?
No.
Okay, so
I know.
she
Yeah.
would have had it done because we would normally announce it on my live.
Yeah.
I'm not doing a live. You know, you guys know I've been out for the last 2 weeks, and because of that, I am behind on so many deadlines. I mean, like I have 2 videos that are due tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, I have so
Way
many deadlines
Way
in
behind.
the next. I'm flying out in less than 3 weeks to a show, and I have
Way too much going on is
dozens of deadlines.
yeah.
So I am not doing a live today, but we will be
We'll be
back
back
next
next
week.
week. Yep.
And who do we have next week?
Next week we're doing plaid, I believe.
Okay,
Yep.
perfect. Yes, Ashley, are you going to be at H&H?
Oh, so you guys will be talking there. There you go. All right.
Mine is a quick trip. I am flying out Tuesday morning and flying back Thursday morning. I mean, it's 48 hours because I also have all but one of my children coming home and all 16 of my grandchildren for the weekend. So
Gotta be home for that.
It's going to be a quick trip.
Yeah.
Okay, Ashley, I will make sure and find you and get my hug.
Okay.
And we can talk.
And she's going to give you a virtual one from me.
No, I'll give her a real one.
Oh, well. She's trying to confuse me. It doesn't take much. All right, you guys. So that's it for me today. Make sure that you come back and join us next week. We're going to be doing plaid, and I will be announcing the winner of that live, this live. Like, comment, and share my video here. Make sure you head on over to Artesprix Facebook page. Give them a like if you haven't done so already.
Yes.
Because they are awesome. And we want to show the support because, you know, we owe it to them. So you guys make sure that you do that. And then we'll see you next week, right?
Yes. Until then, take some time to craft.
Because it's good for your soul.
Okay.
It really is.
It is.
All right, you guys have a great week.